Welcome back to the Mental Edge. Have you ever wondered why some people just seem happier than others? Is it luck, genetics, or something else entirely? Have you ever felt like you're on the outside looking in, trying to decipher the secret code of happiness? You know, that feeling of watching others radiate joy while you're stuck trying to piece together the puzzle? Trust me, we've all been there. Today we're diving deep into the psychology of happiness, peeling back the layers to uncover 5 habits that can help you boost your own joy levels. And the best part? It's not some mystical secret. It's backed by science. So buckle up, get ready to explore, and let's get started on this journey together. First up is gratitude. You've probably heard this one before, but there's a reason it's a cornerstone of happiness. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude can increase your overall well-being and life satisfaction. But let's go deeper than that. Let's talk about why. It's about shifting our focus, our perspective from what we lack to what we have. It's about recognizing the abundance in our lives, the simple joys, the everyday miracles we often overlook. When we actively practice gratitude, we're essentially rewiring our brains, training ourselves to see the good, to appreciate the little things. Think about it. Our brains are wired for negativity bias. It's a survival mechanism, right? Our ancestors had to be hyper-aware of threats to survive. But in our modern world, that same negativity bias can keep us stuck in a cycle of fear, stress, and dissatisfaction. Gratitude is the antidote. It's about consciously choosing to focus on the positive, to savor the good moments, to appreciate the people in our lives. And the more we do it, the more natural it becomes. It's like building a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it gets. So how do we actually cultivate gratitude? It's simpler than you think. Start by incorporating a gratitude practice into your daily routine. Maybe it's a gratitude journal where you jot down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Maybe it's a gratitude walk where you actively notice and appreciate the beauty around you. Or maybe it's simply taking a moment before each meal to give thanks for the food on your plate and the hands that prepared it. The key is to find what resonates with you, what feels authentic and sustainable. Because when we make gratitude a habit, we're not just changing our mindset, we're transforming our entire experience of life. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment, fully engaged with whatever you're doing, without getting lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. It sounds simple, but in our fast-paced, hyper-connected world, being present can feel like a radical act. Our minds are constantly bombarded with information, notifications, to-do lists, and it's so easy to get swept away in the current of it all, to feel like we're constantly on autopilot, just going through the motions. But mindfulness invites us to step off the hamster wheel, to pause, to breathe, to reconnect with ourselves and the present moment. It's about cultivating an awareness of our thoughts, our feelings, our bodily sensations without judgment. It's about noticing when our minds wander and gently guiding them back to the present. Mindfulness isn't about clearing your mind or stopping your thoughts altogether. It's about changing your relationship to your thoughts. It's about observing them without getting carried away by them. Think of your thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. You can observe them, acknowledge them, but you don't have to chase after them or let them dictate your every move. The benefits of mindfulness are profound. Reduced stress and anxiety, improved focus and concentration, increased self-awareness, and emotional regulation. But more than that, mindfulness allows us to experience life more fully, to savor the simple pleasures, to connect with ourselves and the world around us on a deeper level. So how do we cultivate mindfulness in our daily lives? Start small. Begin with just a few minutes each day of dedicated mindfulness practice. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest with each inhale and exhale. Or try a body scan meditation, bringing awareness to each part of your body, from your toes to the top of your head. You can also find guided mindfulness meditations online or through apps. The key is to find what works for you and to be patient with yourself. Mindfulness is a practice, not a perfect, and every moment is an opportunity to begin again. Now we will talk about the importance of connection and building strong relationships. Humans are social creatures, and one of the biggest predictors of happiness is the quality of our relationships. Happy people tend to invest time and effort into their connections with family, friends, and even colleagues. We're wired for connection. It's in our DNA. From the moment we're born, we crave connection. We seek it out. We thrive in it. And research shows that strong social connections are essential for our physical health, our mental well-being, and our overall happiness. Think about it. When we feel connected, when we feel seen, heard, and understood, we feel safe, we feel supported, we feel like we belong. And that sense of belonging is fundamental to our well-being. It allows us to show up in the world as our authentic selves, to take risks, to be vulnerable, knowing that we have a soft place to land. But building strong relationships takes effort. It takes intentionality. In our busy lives, it's easy to let relationships fall by the wayside. We get caught up in our own to-do lists, our own stresses, and we forget to nurture the connections that truly matter. So how do we cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections? Start by prioritizing the relationships that matter most to you. Make time for coffee dates, phone calls, family dinners. Put down your phone, turn off the TV, and really be present with the people you care about. Listen actively, practice empathy, and be willing to be vulnerable and share your own experiences. Remember, relationships are a two-way street. It's not just about receiving support, it's about giving it as well. Be there for your loved ones. Offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, a helping hand. And don't be afraid to reach out and make new connections. Join a club, volunteer, take a class. You never know where you'll meet your next best friend or find a sense of community. Let's talk about finding your purpose and pursuing meaningful goals. Setting and working towards goals that matter to you can give your life a sense of direction and purpose. This isn't just about achieving things, it's about the journey and the growth that comes with it. We all crave meaning, a sense of purpose. It's what gives our lives direction, what motivates us to get out of bed in the morning, what makes us feel alive. When we're working towards something we're passionate about, something that aligns with our values and our vision for our lives, we tap into a deep well of energy and motivation. We feel a sense of accomplishment, not just when we achieve our goals, but in the journey itself, in the challenges we overcome, the lessons we learn, the growth we experience along the way. But finding our purpose, identifying those meaningful goals, can feel daunting. We might ask ourselves, what am I passionate about? What legacy do I want to leave behind? And sometimes the answers aren't immediately clear, and that's okay. It's a journey of self-discovery, of exploration, of experimentation. Start by reflecting on your values. What's important to you? What do you stand for? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Then think about your interests, your passions. What makes you feel alive? What do you love to learn about? What activities do you lose yourself in? Once you have a clearer sense of your values and your passions, you can start to identify goals that align with them. Remember, your goals don't have to be grand or life-altering. They can be simple, everyday goals that bring you joy and a sense of accomplishment. The key is to set goals that are meaningful to you, that inspire you, that light you up from the inside out. Last, but definitely not least, happy people know that taking care of their body also means taking care of their mind. Physical health and mental health are closely linked, so regular exercise, good nutrition, and enough sleep can all contribute to a happier you. We often think of our minds and bodies as separate entities, but the truth is, they're inextricably linked. What we do to our bodies, we do to our minds, and vice versa. When we neglect our physical health, our mental health suffers. We feel sluggish, we're more prone to stress and anxiety, and it's harder to experience joy and contentment. But when we prioritize our physical health, we're not just taking care of our bodies, we're nourishing our minds as well. Regular exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that have mood-boosting effects. Good nutrition provides our brains with the fuel they need to function optimally, and enough sleep allows our bodies and minds to rest, repair, and recharge. So how do we make self-care a priority? Start by incorporating small, sustainable changes into your daily routine. Maybe it's going for a walk in nature, trying a new healthy recipe, or establishing a relaxing bedtime routine. The key is to find what works for you and to be patient with yourself. It's not about being perfect, it's about making choices that support your overall well-being. Remember, self-care is not selfish, it's essential. When we take care of ourselves, we're better equipped to show up for others, to pursue our passions, and to live our lives to the fullest. So there you have it. 5 habits that can boost your happiness: practicing gratitude, cultivating mindfulness, building strong relationships, pursuing meaningful goals, and taking care of your body. Happiness isn't just a destination, it's something you can cultivate with these daily practices. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to The Mental Edge for more tips on mastering your mind. Comment below on which habit you're excited to try, or share your own happiness tips with the community. Thanks for watching, and keep spreading those good vibes.